We are back, Big 12 Media Days. We talk about these programs that year in and year out compete for the conference championship, and that includes Kansas State. Boy, were they something to watch last year. Avery Johnson, the talented quarterback, he is back. A lot of star power. So is Dylan Edwards. Perhaps nothing more exciting than Lincoln Cure, top 40 recruit, one of the biggest recruits in program history coming in. But Chris Klieman has him rolling heading into year 7. He is joining us now here on set, Big 12 Media Days. Coach, great seeing you.
It's great seeing you guys. It's hard to believe year 7.
You beat me to it. Year 7 with you in the Little Apple. When you look at what you've done from year 1 to now what you built coming into this season, where are you in your own eyes in terms of where your program is?
Well, the sustained success is what we tried to do, like Coach Snyder did for so long, and to win 9 or more games the last 3 seasons and 8 or more the last 4 seasons. I don't think sometimes K-State gets recognized enough for the sustained success we've had. We got to the mountaintop of the Big 12 championship in 2022. We've been short of that the last 2 years. We've competed and been close. But that's obviously everybody's goal and expectation is get back to Arlington.
And I asked Coach Campbell this a minute ago. I'm going to ask you the same thing because this day and age in college football is just different now.
Yeah.
And it seems like a place like Kansas State, you got to find the right player, the buy-in, and really everything surrounding it to make the thing go year in and year out. What challenges have you faced over the past couple of years in this new era?
Yeah, well, for starters, we're going to still be a high school-based team. We're going to go out and get the best high school kids in a 500-mile radius and get those kids to be in the program for 3, 4, and 5 years. That's how you develop a culture. That's how you sustain success. Then you sprinkle in the transfers. But we have to win in state. And Avery Johnson's the prime example of a kid that had everybody and had a chance to go all over the place and stayed in state to play for his home state and had chances to leave, I'm sure.
Has he been tampered with?
I'm sure he has. I mean, but he wants to stay. And you come to a K-State football game and you're going to have half the crowd in Avery Johnson jerseys and probably the other half in Dylan Edwards jerseys. Yeah. And now you're going to throw Lincoln Cure in there. You're going to have another third of those guys in Lincoln Cure jerseys.
It's pretty amazing what y'all built. And I remember doing a game against Texas your first year. Like, we got a long way to go. I'm like, Coach, y'all are playing pretty good football. So your expectation level, though, even within the program, I would imagine is even higher than that of the expectations outside. And yet the expectations, I think, are starting to catch up. So how do you balance that? The chip on the shoulder, blue collar, while again, hey, you know what? We're out to win a championship annually.
Yeah, it's kind of the motto of our team, remain humble, remain hungry, but that's our quarterback. That's a lot of our guys. If you got to play with that chip on your shoulder, the expectations are obviously high. We didn't do a coaches poll this year in the Big 12, and there was good reason for that. We thought some teams got slighted last year. We know top to bottom this league's really good, so we can't stumble. Nobody can stumble in this league, and you got to have your A game every week. And so that's what we're trying to preach to our guys is stay humble, stay hungry, have that chip on your shoulder, but you got to be ready to go every Saturday afternoon or evening.
Coach, you know how to build successful teams. You won multiple national titles at North Dakota State at the FCS level, and you just mentioned it, 3 straight seasons of 9 wins. How do you take it to that next step and get over the hump and win that Big 12 title?
Yeah, I think it's going back to what we did in 2022. We forgot about the outside noise. And we forgot about some of those expectations and said, hey, let's just go play each game and just go play week to week. And we did a great job of taking care of the football. We did a great job on third down, red zone, all the things you have to do. But the most important thing is the locker room stuck together when you had adversity. Trust me, we're going to have adversity this season. We had it that year as well. But you guys, if you get a group of guys that stay together, you can fight through that adversity. And we're going to have to be winning a lot of tight games in the fourth quarter because that's what the Big 12 is.
Yeah, it's winning the margins, it feels like. Third down, red zone. It's like, all right, look at who wins in the Big 12 every week. It's like, oh, well, they were 1 for 6 on third down, and that's why they lost. It's amazing. You have seen the league evolve in a tremendous way. It's funny because when you got to the league and when we were just visiting with Matt Campbell and he got to the league, it was like, all right, race to 50. Let's see, you know, and that was a very different Big 12 than the Big 12 we see now. I almost feel like the league is kind of caught up to y'all's style where it's line of scrimmage and then we'll worry about everything else, as opposed to, hey, we'll start on the outside with great talent at wideout and quarterback and then we'll work our way back in. So how have you seen the league evolve to the point now where it's really a line of scrimmage league as much as any other?
It's funny how that is, because that's what we did at North Dakota State. We won the line of scrimmage, and you have to be really good up front on both sides of the line of scrimmage. If you can't control the line of scrimmage, you're going to be in for a miserable year, a miserable game, whatever it may be. But that's what we've tried to do. too. Most of our returning kids year in and year out are O linemen and D linemen, the ones that are in the program 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7 years for us this year. I don't even know eligibility anymore, but we've got a 7th-year kid because of some things that happened. I'm excited for him. But we have that same thing on the defensive side of the ball in the D line with a lot of 4th and 5th-year guys.
You bench it. Look, heartland of America, you're going to find some big boys out there you can build around up front. There's a blessing and a challenge to open up the season, period, but then you add international travel to that, heading over to Ireland to take on Iowa State. So for you, as the head coach, building towards game 1, but understanding that's game 1 of a long season, how do you balance the hype, the build-up, and then the beginning of a long road?
Well, it's going to be a challenge, and it'll be a challenge for Iowa State too, but it was a great opportunity for us to have the Big 12 as a marquee game on week 0. That was something that in today's day and age of college football, we need to showcase the Big 12. So it was a great opportunity for us, who was approached as the home team, and then we'll get Iowa State as well. But you got to realize that it's a marathon, not a sprint, and it's going to take some time. The winner of that game is going to be in great shape or good shape, but you still got 11 more games left. The loser of that game is everybody's going to think they're done, but you still got 11 more football games left. We got to put our best foot forward. We got to have a really good fall camp, probably similar to Iowa State, so that the team that makes the fewest mistakes. Both teams are pretty veteran teams, but you're right. There's a long haul left, and so I'm just excited about coming into fall camp and not thinking, okay, what do you have week 1? What do you have week 2 before it gets rolling? It gets rolling right away. And the last time we had that was 2021. We played Stanford here at AT&T Stadium, and so I know our guys are excited about the big challenge ahead.
Coach, before we wrap up, give me a little something on Avery Johnson and what you've seen in his maturation process throughout the offseason. Going back to last year, 1 of 3 quarterbacks in Power 4 that threw for over 2,700 yards and rushed for 600. So we know the potential he has, but what have you seen as he's getting a little bit older and he has a full season under his belt?
Yeah, he's now an upperclassman. He's put on about 17 pounds of lean muscle mass, which will help him, I know. And this is the best we've had around him. You know, he doesn't have to do everything himself. Dylan Edwards is a game breaker at running back. We have Joe Jackson running back. We have as good a group of tight ends as there is in the Big 12. And we have multiple guys at wide receiver. So we have more pieces around him this year, but I see that kid as just continuing to evolve. I think at the line of scrimmage is where I've seen him grow the most, from pre-snap to post-snap, what he's seeing, and that just comes with experience.
He's certainly one of the more fun players to watch, not only in the Big 12, but in the entire country. And McElroy can appreciate this like Brock and I can, but what a great head of hair he's got. I mean,
phenomenal. I wish I did. It is big time.
That is a healthy mane of hair. I said the same thing to Coach Campbell. I'll say it for you. Save some time for a proper pint in Ireland.
Oh, absolutely we will.
Get you some of that. Get you a win out there. Chris Klieman, so good to catch up with you and join us. Continued success. Good luck this season. And looking forward to watching you guys play season 1.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me, guys.
Chris Klieman, head coach, Kansas State, here at Big 12 Media Day.